Good morning, passport holders. Today is October 16th, 2015, day 350 of the vlogs. It is amazing to me that we are at 350. My mind is going to be blown when we get to 365. To think that this has happened, that I have done this every day for a year is absolutely astonishing to me. It's been a great ride, and I know that I will look back on this entire year and think very fond memories of it because I have these videos and because I did this for myself and you guys decided to come along, so thank you. At this point, today has kind of gotten off to a bunch of wins a couple that I wasn't expecting and a couple that I was, and like really big wins, So I'm very happy with that. And as a result, I'm going to not take the rest of the day off because it's still early relatively, but I want to reward myself for the hard work that I've put in. And so I didn't see the movie that I wanted to see yesterday, right? I saw the Scorched Trials instead of seeing The Martian, and I think I'm gonna go over to Arizona Mills and see that because they've got a showing starting in about 45 minutes, and I can, so I should, right? I mean, I gotta reward myself in some way that shows that I appreciate the wins that I'm putting on the board versus just grinding all the way through. So hope you guys are having a good day. Let's get this one started. It's you. Guess I'm gonna have to pick up a 9-volt battery on my way back from the movie because I don't think they have any in here. I checked the battery place where they keep it all, but oh well. It's just been annoying me for the last hour. Storm is definitely coming in. And right on cue, rain starts to come in. Let's take a quick minute here and talk about The Martian and the fact that it was very, very good. I really enjoy those types of movies, those types of super intellectual and introspective kind of flicks. Plus Matt Damon is one of my favorite actors, and so basically anything that he is in gets a free pass into my viewing sphere, which I don't do for a lot of actors. Actually, there's only 2 others who I will. So it was good, it was dramatic, it was fun. It is interesting enough that I will at some point in the future pick up the book and read that because, that entire self-documentation thing plays very much into the vlogging bit as well. So, it's really enjoyable. And of course, like any good movie, well directed, well acted, well written, it will create emotions, right? So that big moment, when they capture him in space and are able to bring him back aboard, that was super emotional. Like, it just was. So very cool movie. Highly recommend it if you have not already seen it, which a lot of people have. So at this point, it's now chill time, and it's finally time for me to break out the Radian. You guys have seen me wear the shirt for this forever because I love the shirt. It just fits really well, and I like the material very, very much. But the Radian, it will hopefully create time lapses that move, and is something that I really, if I had thought about it, should have been in the car with me the entire way. But sometimes, you don't think these things all the way through, and you forget that you have these tools because I've bought so many of them. I've bought so many of these over the years. So I am going to, at some point today, probably set that up. But first and foremost, I'm going to take a little bit of downtime, watch a couple of YouTube videos, favorite vloggers, clients, things like that, get them all squared away. And then it's back to the grind, and at which point I will flick on this camera. Since that last clip that you guys saw, it's been a very eventful and action-packed afternoon and evening, including a bunch of new work stuff that has come in. You know, just lots of very interesting things, which I'm very excited about if they all come to fruition. But for now, I can't say much. And then this evening was basically hanging out with Ben and Kami, and then playing a bunch of Destiny, and even doing so with some of Ben and my mutual friends. Which this was the first time that I had actually played with Erik, and we had a blast, all things said and done, helping him get his legendary sword, because that was something that Ben and I did earlier this week. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'm waking up early for the Aston Villa match against Chelsea tomorrow. It's kind of late now, and I may just decide to sleep because I think that might be the best play. But if I do wake up, you guys will see bits and pieces of the match. I'm not expecting any kind of result from this one. The boys still look very poor, even though they're going to hopefully have gotten things together through the international break, but I'm not holding my breath. Thank you guys for your time and your attention as always. It means so much to me. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.